We've got baseball for you from Guaranteed Rate Field on the south side of Chicago. Today it's the finale of this 4-game set between the Cleveland Indians and the Chicago White Sox. The White Sox have won 5 games. Striding in for the Indians, Michael Brantley. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. Here comes the first pitch. Popped him up. Sano on the move. Makes the play, 1 away. Now a moment here for the Indians starting lineup. Mark, what do they have to do to take down a very hot team here on the road?
Yeah, Matty, this lineup is an interesting case study. Because if you're not a big believer in batting average, this team, they're in the bottom third of batting average, so they have to do it a little bit differently. They have to move traffic and drive the baseball out of the ballpark and into the gaps. We've seen that be successful before. Let's see if it happens again today.
Line drive to left. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Love the ability to push that ball the other way right there. Nice knock to the opposite field. That's a switch hitter's delight, the ability to use all parts.
Into the box now, Jose Ramirez, having a very nice year, currently second in the American League in batting average entering play. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty, hey, you know what, Dero? This Ed Drummond, he's a good umpire. Fair umpire, good ball and strike umpire. Pretty much straight down the road.
That's all you look for, Dan. Just be consistent. I don't care if you're given 2 to 3 inches off the outside corner, but you can't do it on the inside corner. If you're going to stick to one thing and stay consistent with it, no player will have a gripe with it.
And that one just missed outside. Lindor, the runner at first with 2 gone. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Now the 2-1 pitch is low and outside for a ball.
Well, you can see here, this has been a steady diet of off-speed pitches, and what has it gotten him? Not a whole lot as he's fallen behind in the count. 3 balls and 1 strike.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. The next 3-2. And another foul ball. Payoff pitch one more time. Fouled off. Another full count pitch home. Count still full, 3-2. He'll try it again, 3-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. 2-out base runner aboard in the top of the first. And he struck him out as this epic battle goes to the pitcher, and the side is finally retired. Indians leave 1. Indians nothing. White Sox coming to bat. It's striding into the box, Kevin Pillar. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Center fielder, Kevin Pillar.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Fastball down near the shoe tops. So fellas, this Indians ball club, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come in a bit of a rough patch. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Yeah, Matty, this is the perfect guy to have on the mound. A veteran, not going to let the moment get too big for him. Completely understands what's being asked of him. They've been losing lately. That can't be denied. But this is the perfect guy, right spot.
A moment here from the south side to take a look at the Pale Hose starting lineup in this one. What do you think they need to do to keep the winning streak a-rolling, D-Row?
This is not even a stat you probably would have even looked at 10 years ago. The fact that this team's last in walks in today's game bodes a lot of trouble. they will swing at the rosin bag. Do not expect this pitcher to come over the heart of the plate in any meaningful position, because he knows he's going to get a lot of swing and miss.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. Stepping up to the plate, Jose Abreu, and he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play. Carrasco pauses. First pitch on the way. High in the air out to center field. Waiting on it is Zimmer. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Second inning upcoming here. And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second inning. Swinging a hard liner to center field. And a reaching effort, but this ball gets by him as he does a half gainer to try to flag it down. And he will make it all the way to third now, as that mistake proves a costly one indeed. And as the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. No balls and a strike to count. Behind 0-2 now.
If I'm on the mound right now, I know I'm in the hitter's head. He was definitely sitting soft. I might speed him up and elevate it right here.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Jason Kipnis goes down to become the first out here in the second inning.
All right, guys, here's a defensive alignment for the Chicago White Sox. And let's take a look at catcher Wellington Castillo, putting the digits down, massaging this pitching staff through the game, and one of the above.
And there's a base hit, and the Tribe are going to strike first in this one. It's 1-0.
Hey, this team's been in a pretty bad funk, Dero. They've had a difficult time scoring and winning any game, so to strike early, that RBI single right there is awfully big.
Yeah, and hopefully the pitcher's able to breathe a sigh of relief, Dan, like you say all the time. Give me some early runs and let me relax and attack the zone.
I've always said, Dero, you score me 6 runs, I'm going to win a lot of games.
The 1-1 home. It's a breaking ball that's taken for a ball.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty, but hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
Pilar is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. And that'll bring in the San Diego product, Bradley Zimmer. He enters play hitting down in the 240s for the year. Strike taken, the throw is not close as he's in there with a stolen base. Allen at second with 2 down. That's on the inside corner to put him behind here. 0-2.
That's back-to-back pitches taken for strike.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Indians forced to settle for 1. On now to the bottom of the. And now here's the cleanup hitter for the White Sox, Chris Davis. A real threat with the bat, of course, as he currently leads the American League in home runs. He's set. Here it comes. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And gone. He tucked it just inside the foul pole to tie the game. So a solo shot down the line in left, number 23 for him thus far, as the White Sox have come back to tie it at
1. Right now, he can't wait to get to the plate against this pitching staff. 4 home runs in this series. Bet he wishes he could play these guys every single day.
So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder, Paul DeYoung. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. Shatters the bat as this is hit on the ground. On to first, so a good bounce-back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
Time for a look at the Cleveland Indians' defensive setup today. And let's take a look at outfielder Bradley Zimmer. Can't say it enough. hybrid, but he's going to profile as a center fielder for me. And what's scary...
High and deep to straightaway right. Allen racing back on the warning track. He makes the catch.
That was a pretty spectacular catch right there. A lot of guys mistimed that jump because they're worried about the wall coming on. But he got it just right and hauled it in. Great stuff.
Here's the catcher, Wellington Castillo, and he's hoping to get things going at the plate. It's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. He's ready. Here's the first offering, and he fouls this one off. 2 out, nobody on. And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now. The 0-2 delivery. High and deep to center field. Zimmer racing back at the track, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. He hit the corner and tries for third. The relay. But he is in there with a triple.
Well, when this thing left its bat, I thought it had the distance to get out of here, but it goes over the fielder's head and skips away in the bottom of the wall, allowing him to cruise into third.
So here is Avisail Garcia. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Now a swing and a miss as they start him out on a pitch well inside for strike one. Previous battles with Carlos Carrasco, he has 7 hits in 31 tries. He's taken him deep once. And it's 0-2 to Avisail Garcia. Open to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Took something off there as this pitch is in the dirt, but handled quickly behind the plate. And he will make it back to third safely as he didn't have much of a chance at advancing that time. A swing and a ground ball to third. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third. And the run is in to score from third. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
Batting ninth, second baseman.
Next to bat will be the Cuban import, Yoan Moncada. He enters play 6th in the American League in the batting race. First offering on its way. Curveball stays a little high that time.
He's not having his best outing in this one, and I think that curveball is part of the reason why. He couldn't get on top of that one, and that's not the first time that's happened.
The 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Garcia is off at first with 2 away. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Back at Guaranteed Rate Field on the south side as we get a nice look at the Chicago skyline from above the shores of Lake Michigan. Here's Michael Brantley.
The left fielder, number 23. Michael.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Good breaking ball that time, in for a strike.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
The 1-1 home. Hard on the ground towards short. Played on the backhand. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. So with 1 away, let's give you a look at the standings in the American League's Central Division as you see where these two teams find themselves entering our ball game here today. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Francisco Lindor. He singled his last time up. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. And this one's too far inside, ball 2. The 2-0. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. And a good comeback there. It's 3-1. A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. Line toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Sometimes you get lucky in this game. I don't think pitch recognition wise he would choose to swing at that exact pitch. But you know what? Sometimes result is the only thing that matters.
Standing in now, Jose Ramirez. As he'll take a look at ball 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Runners on first with 1 down. 2-1 to Jose Ramirez.
That curveball stayed up in the zone. You'll see that often early in the game where a pitcher's trying to find that release point, particularly with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to keep an eye on him, see if he's able to settle down as this game moves on.
So stepping in, Edwin Encarnacion, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. And that's in there for a strike.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
And that's by him down the line in right field toward the corner. He pulls into second safely as a run comes across to score on the play, tying the ball game. Ready for another chance? Tyler Naquin, runner in scoring position with Jugón. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
And that misses. 2-1. The 2-1 home. Count even at 2-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. And this will be fouled away. Ready with another 2-2. He takes it to the opposite field, high and deep to left. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases.
When this thing left his bat, I started thinking it might have enough to get out of here. Didn't quite carry enough, but it does one-hop the wall off the track, and he cruises into second with an RBI two-bagger. You'll take that every day of the week.
No balls and 1 strike. Set to deliver the 0-1. In the dirt here, the throw will go to third, and oh, they say he beat the throw, safe at third. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch. Lazy fly ball out to center field. Pilar is going to get there. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Digging in for his second at-bat, Kevin Pilar. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Center fielder, Kevin Pilar.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Here's a high pop-up. And there's the first out. Riding in once again, Jose Pirela. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit high in the air down the right field line. In there, a base hit.
Boy, there's another base hit, and this is just kind of like that gift that just keeps on giving, D-Roll. Both teams piling up the hits, and we're just in the third inning.
Yeah, their ears were open on both sides during the pitchers' meeting today. Good plan at the plate, a lot of execution from the offensive side on both sides.
In there, no balls and a strike.
Okay, I see where this guy's going, right? He wants to pitch backwards, a little 0-0 curveball. Don't be shocked if this hitter's sitting all over that same pitch right here.
Hit in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. High in the air out to center field.
Waiting on it is Zimmer.
He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Here's Chris Davis now.
The last at bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and did miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Now the 1-0. Line drive to left. Brentley is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Digging in the switch hitter, Greg Allen. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. Throw to first will get him as they pounce on it quickly to snuff out the bunt attempt. Good time now to check out the White Sox Road to the Show report as you see a pair of guys in the upper levels that have been making waves as of late. Here comes the first pitch. Shatters the bat as this is hit to third. Throw won't get him. Oh, but look here. The manager's up and out of the dugout, so it appears he might opt to challenge that last safe call at first.
Yeah, I wasn't so sure about him being safe either, but here's another shot of it right here. Not easy to tell for sure from that shot. Going to be interesting to see what they want to do with this one.
So here's the signal from the bench, and they will indeed ask for the play to be reviewed. So the umpires will get on the horn with the replay operations center in Manhattan and attempt to get a definitive answer on this play. Bradley Zimmer is at the plate as he takes a called strike 1. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
You know that nasty changeup's lurking right here. If I'm in the batter's box, I have to tell myself to stay back. I have to take pull side out of the equation, or that changeup's going to beat me.
And a classic 0-2 pitch as the changeup misses low, and it's 1-2 now.
Well, that's a smart miss there. Sometimes guys will chase it down there, especially when they're in protect mode on an 0-2 count.
And he'll get in there safely.
So frustrating, Giro. You make a good pitch and you get these guys that can run around and they're fast. You think you have an out, all of a sudden it turns into an infield single.
Yeah, this is definitely part of his game, the ground attack, Dan. He's a speedster. He's going to get a ton of infield singles, and he knows how frustrated that pitcher is.
Oh, and he takes his eye off it there as it goes right past him into right. And he'll make it up safely to third, so they're at the corners now with 2 men out. Digging in once again, Francisco Lindor. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
Yeah, guys, the key to hitting in the big leagues is to hit off the heater, and this guy is
in the dirt and blocked behind the plate. And he will score from third. A daring move as he scores on what ought to be called a wild pitch. Now he turns on a fastball and sends it deep down the right field line. Maybe not, as this stays up in the air long enough to. So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder Paul DeYoung. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Under it now is Brantley, and he has it for the first out. Digging in to try it again, Miguel Sano. He's 0 for 1 thus far. From the stretch, here's the pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center.
Zimmer's in pursuit.
He gets there, and that's the second out. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Wellington Castillo. He scored after tripling in his first plate appearance. What's he got in store for us here? Trying to jam him with the first pitch slider, but it's in a bit too tight for ball one. Now the 1-0. Hit hard to short. Lindor fields it cleanly. On to Encarnacion at first, and that ends the inning. In now for Cleveland, Jose Ramirez. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
I mean, what a diamond in the rough Jose Ramirez has been for Terry Francona and the Cleveland Indians. This guy burst on the scene in 2016, just absolutely set that lineup on fire. They were looking for a guy to bail out Michael Brantley, and the production they would miss from him in the lineup, and Jose Ramirez filled that admirably.
2 balls and a strike.
We're starting to see a lot more balls from him now, and that's a direct result of him getting hit around pretty good. He's trying to do something different, and it's resulting in him not attacking the strike zone anymore.
The 2-2. Lifted down the line in left. And that's in there. Base hit. The throw into second. And the Tribe will get a man to second base on the leadoff double. Well, it's always daunting to know that you've got to deal with the 3, 4, 5 hitters to start out an inning, but even more so when the 3 hitter starts it out with a double.
Yeah, he's going to have to start making some good pitches to get out of this thing. Job number 1 is to get the next guy, and ideally you keep him from advancing the runner to third with less than 2 outs.
These are the at-bats that can just flat out frustrate you. You go up there with a plan to work the count, and now you find yourself down 0-2 scratching your head because every quadrant's open for the pitcher.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Now batting, designated hitter,
From the stretch. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. 4-2 our score here as we play inning number 5. Boy, that's just about in the catcher's glove there. It's 0-2.
This is what every pitcher likes to have. Another 0-2 count really puts the hitters on a defensive side in multiple ways. You can go fastball up, you can go breaking ball down. One of the keys, getting ahead, and he's done a very good job of that so far.
No balls and a strike to count. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Looking at strike 2, a fastball that catches the inside corner. The 0-2 delivery. Very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. 1 left for the Tribe. So here is Avisail Garcia.
and leading off for the
Things
White
not
Sox.
looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Allen is right there, and it's a very quick out number 1.
Now batting, second
Ready now for the White Sox. Yohan Moncada looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. On to first, and very quickly 2 are gone in the home 5th.
Now batting, center fielder.
Back to the top of the White Sox lineup now, and stepping in, Kevin Pillar. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. He's set, and the pitch. Pitch is popped up. Carrasco is there, and it's a 3-pitch inning. Ready once again, Greg Allen.
Leading off for the
First
Indians.
delivery to him on the way.
Greg.
No balls and 1 strike. Hellickson gets the sign. Here it is on 0-1. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Here's a weakly hit fly ball off to the left side. Davis comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out.
Now batting.
Ready.
This is somewhat of a cause for concern. This guy needs to hit better left-handed against right-handed pitching.
Here comes the White Sox skipper out toward the mound, and that's going to do it now for the starter, Jeremy Hellickson. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball. 1 out, nobody on. This one's down to third. Sano is up with it. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Riding in once again, Bradley Zimmer. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Now a bunt attempt here. Sano barehands it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Nothing doing. Ready for another chance, Jose Pirela. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, man.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. And this one is gone, a home run. Solo shot here to left. 7 home runs for him on the year now, as it's trimmed to a 4-3 game now.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be a deciding factor in a game.
So here's the slugging first baseman, Jose Abreu now. And the starter remains out there despite just allowing the long ball. We thought maybe they'd go and get him, but no indication of that yet.
Yeah, to me, that home run was a sign that he's starting to get a little bit tired out there. It was a good pitch to hit, and it's typically the command that starts slipping when you're fatiguing a little bit. So I can't see him being out there much longer.
A ball and a strike now to Jose Abreu. The 1-1. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Ready to deliver the 1-2 down the third baseline. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
The left fielder, number 7.
Ready once again, Chris Davis. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. He's set. Here it comes. Now a ball lined to the left side, but this is a foul ball. 0-1 count, and the pitch. Hit sharply on the ground. That's through for a base hit, his 2nd of the ball game.
Hey, pitchers, you better start taking notice of this guy. He better be circled on that lineup card because he's on fire. That's his 2nd hit of the ball game right there, and I don't see him stopping.
Now here comes the Cleveland skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And we're going to have a pitching change, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. Zach McAllister enters to make an appearance on the mound as he inherits a runner at first with 1 out in the inning. First delivery to him on the way. Line towards center field. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Dan, right here you see a situation where no doubles defense comes back to bite you. As a pitcher, are you even aware when guys are playing a foot off the track?
I'll be honest with you, D-Roll. You're so concerned about on the mound trying to get that white ball to that dark brown or black glove that I never really ever turned around to even notice where they were playing.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit, and it's too late as he's in there.
Dan, that hit right there extends his hit streak to 8 games. Are you aware of stuff like that?
No doubt about it right now. He's swinging the bat really well, and after that knock right there, hey, listen, 8 games is nothing to sneeze at, so you can say, hey, he's going a whole calendar week with getting at least 1 base hit, so there's a lot of positives going on right now.
High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Zimmer has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And a relay home, and he will be tagged out at the plate. So it remains a one-run deficit here as the side is retired. White Sox able to draw a bit closer thanks to this home run. Top of the order due up. Here's Michael Brantley. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here comes the first pitch. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. Infante has a good reputation for preventing the long ball. One swing can change the complexion of the ball game when you're coming in late, but he rarely lets that happen. Part of what makes him as effective as he is. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Bullet back up the middle. Pilar is right there, 1 down. Digging in once again, Francisco Lindor. 2 hits and 3 at-bats for him in this one.
Matty, he checks every box. Charisma, smile, hits from both sides of the plate with pop, defense, you name it. GM's dream right here. Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
2 balls and 2 strikes to count to Francisco Lindor. Sharp ground ball to third. And a base hit into left field, so they've got themselves a 1-out base runner. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
The pitcher got the result he was looking for. Change up down in the zone, gets him to hit it on the ground, but obviously the result wasn't what he wanted.
Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. 1-1 the count.
He wasn't fooling anybody with that fastball. He barreled it up nice right there. He's just got to find a way to keep it fair.
Count is 1-2 now.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
Swing and a little tapper.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Now batting,
Edwin Encarnacion now. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Missed with a slider. The 1-1 home. It is a changeup that drops below the knees for a ball. Now the 2-1 pitch is a fastball taken high for a ball.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
Looks at a slider over the outer half for strike 2.
You know he wants to end this inning right here on 3-2, but I don't think we'll see him lay one in on the next pitch there.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon business. Dan Otero gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Avisail Garcia. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here comes the pitch for Garcia. This is popped up, lays himself out, and makes a spectacular catch.
number 10, second baseman.
Digging in to try it again, Yohan Moncada 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. Here's the first pitch to him. Fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. And it's 1-2.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there, just out of the strike zone. But listen, when you're a 300 hitter, you don't chase a lot of those so-called pitchers' pitches. This guy knows the strike zone.
The 1-2. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on first himself to the out. Back to the top of the White Sox lineup now, and stepping in, Kevin Pillar, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Rounded down the third baseline. We're in the 7th inning now of a 4-3 ball game. Again, another foul ball.
I know he wants that pitch back. He put good wood on that ball. But let's give credit to the pitcher right there. Great arm action on that changeup. Got him a little bit out in front.
Popped up. Encarnacion calls for it, and that ends the inning. And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin. He'll lead things off against the same reliever that finished off the last inning.
Well, you don't see in this day too many relievers going multiple innings, but guys have to earn that trust from their manager.
Ouch, that one hit him. So a runner at first now with nobody out. And standing in now, the power-hitting second baseman, Jason Kipnis. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Right over the middle, knee high.
Especially after drilling the last guy up at the plate. That's just a great job to get your mechanics back under you and establish yourself back in the strike zone.
And another strike. Good fastball under the hands. It's 0-2. Naquin aboard here at first with nobody out. Swinging a soft liner in there. A base hit.
Boy, D-Roll, that ball wasn't hit very hard, but when you're struggling like this guy is, any knock is a good knock.
Yeah, 100%. He doesn't usually get.
Trevor Rosenthal comes on now in an awfully difficult situation as there are two on here with nobody out. Rosenthal comes set. Here comes the first pitch. And it's fouled away. Changeup in for a strike.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. The 1-2 into center field, and that's going to get down for a base hit. And this will score the run from second to make this a 5-3 game now.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing.
It does, and it makes your pitcher.
This ball's down, and that could bring in a run. In to score is the runner from first. It's a 7-3 ball game.
There's no question he's been struggling at the dish lately, trying to do anything to get himself going. So he's got to feel pretty good after that double. Not to take anything away from him, but I think I could have probably hit that pitch.
Yeah, that's one of those gift pitches, not the location he was shooting for. 2-0 now.
This inning really.
Tony Zitch is into the ball game now as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here. The 2-0 on the way. Squared that one up just a little late. The 2-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2. Left side. DeYoung's got it. And the throw will not be in time, as I don't think he was going to get him anyway, but a fine effort nonetheless. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Hey, that's a heck of an effort by the shortstop right there to leave his feet and try and make that throw to first base. Got to be frustrated a little bit as a pitcher. You executed your spot.
Well, I tell you what, as soon as you throw one like that, D-Roll, you see your shortstop get a glove on it. You're thinking, okay, maybe he has a shot to get him, but that's a long throw after that jump throw. And a solid infield base hit, but very frustrating as a pitcher.
Francisco Lindor is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Slider stayed too low. Ball 2.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with two guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
He stays alive, still 2-2. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
Back-to-back sliders in on the hands. He didn't handle it real well at all in the previous pitch, so why not come right back with it again? Better job of laying off that one, though.
Another payoff pitch. Got caught lunging there as this one's fouled away.
He's just having a hard time putting this guy away. 4 foul balls in this AB. I don't think this pitcher has got something that he can get a swing and a miss on.
Another full count offering on its way. Just got a piece up the line. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out. Striding in for the Indians, Jose Ramirez. And their runners at the corners now. Driven nicely into the gap. 1 run is scored. Here's a second runner around third. He scores, and it's now a 6-run lead.
You simply cannot offer up a pitch like this to a hitter of this guy's magnitude, especially with runners on the bags. He makes a living off frozen ropes to the outfield like this, and that one drives in a pair.
Edwin Encarnacion is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. An 0-2 count to Edwin Encarnacion. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Davis is under it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So digging in and looking for more, Jose Pirela is coming off a solo homer in his previous trip.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Throw on to first in time, 1 away. Stepping into the box, Jose Abreu. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch of the at-bat. Way in front of a great slider that time.
Hey, hats off to the pitching staff right here. They've been able to hold a hot hitter in check in Game 4 of this series.
Hit down the third baseline, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Chopped weakly to the left. And the throw is wide as he couldn't keep his foot on the bag that time. And we'll have to see how they want to score that play. Here's Chris Davis now. First pitch on its way. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Hit on the ground to third. Kipnis on to Encarnacion, and it's in time for the double. Next for the Indians is the designated hitter, Tyler Naquin. He's got to be looking for vengeance after getting plunked in his last at-bat. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Up around the face. The 1-2. This is on the ground over to first. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. Digging in, Jason Kipnis. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Skied into straightaway right. Garcia has a read on it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. In now for Cleveland, Greg Allen. He's 2-for-4 in the ballgame.
This is a tough guy right here to hit into a double play. He's fast and he swings from the left side, so out of the box he's going to get a good break. You might have to try to get the strikeout right here because very rarely are you going to get this guy to ground into a double play.
He pulls into third safely as a run will score on the play as well.
I mean, that had to feel good right there, Dan. That's his third RBI of the game and extends his team's lead. They might have this one locked up.
Boy, I tell you, those are always big, those add-on insurance runs. Big RBI right there for a little bit more breathing room.
2-0 now. 2-0 count, the pitch. And this one's hit on the ground, but foul. At the knees for a called strike, and it's back to even at 2-2. Now another 2-2. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third. And that'll bring in the San Diego product, Bradley Zimmer. Although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over.
Your attention, please.
New pitcher coming on, and it looks to be the right-hander Matt Belisle. So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder Paul DeJong, starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. But these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
If you're going to get a swing on a fastball that far in off the plate, I think you got to go right back in there or bounce something soft down and away.
Counts a ball and 2 strikes to the White Sox shortstop.
Not a bad pitch right there on 0-2, a fastball. And I think as a hitter right now, you have to continue to go up there looking to hit off the fastball.
And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that in the memory bank because that guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there. Made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
First pitch coming. Here it is. A fastball that just misses inside.
That pitch right there, he's trying to keep him from getting his arms extended. If it's out over the plate more, he can obviously do a lot of damage with it.
A ball and a strike. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Fouled away. DeJong on at first. Nobody out. Oh, that liner drilled the pitcher right on the mound. And a good effort as he's able to gather it in and make the play for the first out. And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really see him favoring that leg. And that is his plant leg, which is always a concern. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay to try and continue. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Hit on the ground out to short. Lindor right there. Throw on to first, and the White Sox are down to their final out now. Up next for Chicago, Avisail Garcia. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. And that's going to put an end to this one. And the Indians have put an end to their 4-game slide as this ball game is over. 10-3 at the end of this contest. The Tribe wrap up their 20th road win of the season. Carlos.
TGIF, and welcome to Inside the Show. Starting in the American League Central, the Indians put up 16 hits on the day as they dismantled the White Sox 10-3. The Twins totaled 13 hits as a team as they took down the Tigers in Detroit 11-1. The New York Yankees racked up 11 hits as a team as they beat the visiting Rays 6-5. Emilio Pagan grabbed his second win of the year as the Athletics defeated the Astros 4-2. Rick Porcello got the victory on the mound, throwing 8 strong innings and allowing only 1 earned run as the Red Sox downed the Mariners 3-1. Brad Hand won his first game of the season as the Friars beat Atlanta 3-2. The Giants combined for a 4-hitter as they took down the Fish in Miami 2-1. The Colorado Rockies combined for 10 hits as a team as they got the best of the Phillies in Citizens Bank Park 10-5. David Peralta was a major force at the plate, driving in 4, leading the Diamondbacks past the Mets 4-2. And that'll do it for today. Enjoy the games, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.
It's time for baseball on a Friday night on the south side of Chicago. Tonight, the first. John Gray is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Southsiders. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really dependable. Last 3 starts, ERA just under 3.00, and that's some pretty good pitching. Minimizes the amount of walks, keeps his hits down, and if he can do more of the same of that, he should have some pretty good fortune in this one here today.
Tigers shortstop with a ball and 2 strikes. Very mild temperatures as we begin tonight. 58 degrees here at first pitch. He'll try again. 1-2. Sent on the ground out to second. Moncada fields it cleanly, and there's 1 gone to start the night. With that, let's get you a look at the starting 9 for the Tigers. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, like everyone else, I can't wait to see what Miguel Cabrera has in store. He had over 20 runs batted in last month. Very consistent. A solid month, and I love watching him swing the bat. It looks like the focus and concentration is even better when he has runners in scoring position. There's a called strike on a changeup, not a particularly good one. That changeup up in the zone like this oftentimes gets hit very hard. Was able to get away with it that time, but if he's going to be successful, he's going to need to get that changeup down in the zone around the knees.
That ball's headed for the gap in left center. He's got a base hit, possibly more. He's through first and hustling for second. And this will get all the way out toward the 375 sign now. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
This is an easy decision for him to try for third because he has the play right in front of him, so he doesn't have to rely on any of his base coaches. Good decision to keep chugging, and he makes it all the way around safely.
A 1 pitch on its way. Hit the other way out toward right field. Garcia has a read on it. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. And he will score on the sacrifice fly as he's in with our first tally of the ballgame. Nick Castellanos now. Here comes the first pitch. And that one just missed outside.
Clean slate on the base pass after that sac fly a minute ago, so now's the time to be aggressive with these hitters. Go right after them and try to get out of this inning with only 1 run scored.
3-0 now. Mikey Mata would be next. There's ball 4. And that'll bring up Mikey Mata. He was among the many who failed to record a base hit in the loss yesterday. 0-1 the count. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Takes a good curveball at the knees.
That's back-to-back pitches taken for strikes. Puts himself in a bad spot. 0-2. Let's see if he can battle back in this AB.
Pitch is way outside, and that's straight to the backstop. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch. The 1-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. So coming to the plate, Kevin Pillar. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Here's the first pitch to him. A feeble swing that time. It's 0-1. So guys, these Tigers, as they begin play here tonight, they dropped another one last time out, and in fact they've won just twice in their last 8 tries.
Yeah, Matty, this team's in the grind part of their schedule right now. Just had a short homestand, able to say hello to the family, kiss the wife, tuck the kids in at night, and they're back on the road again. This should be interesting to see the energy this team plays with today.
Martin will wait on it. 1 down. Time now to check the starting lineup card for the Chi Sox in this one. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, Matt, we'll see if Miguel Sano can be a difference maker, as he often is. He's on a nice stretch. That's 3 home runs in his last 10 games. He's swinging the bat really well right now, and by watching his mannerisms in the box, he just looks comfortable in the plate. He's in some kind of a groove.
Takes this the other way to right, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Hey, you knock that donut off the bat, you look up at the Jumbotron, your batting average is above 300, still climbing. You're feeling pretty froggy about yourself.
So here's the slugging first baseman Jose Abreu now, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. 287 the average coming in. 9 homers and 22 RBIs. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Now a swing and a fly ball. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. Here's the 0-2. Line drive to center field. And that's in there. Base hit. Ready now for the White Sox. Chris Davis come up big in spots like this more than once this year. Currently second in the AL in RBIs. First pitch of the at-bat. Chopper foul. So far this season with runners in scoring position, Davis carries a hitting line just over the 280 plateau. Now a swing, and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule. And Cabrera will put this one away, and the inning is over. So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder, Paul DeYoung. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. Hit on the ground out to short. And the two-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. White Sox strand a couple. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. That's lifted the other way out to left. Davis on the move. Uh-oh, he whips on it. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out. The catcher Derek Norris is in. Individual matchup numbers against John Gray. Just a 2-for-14 line, so advantage pitcher here. 7 strikeouts on the stat sheet as well. And there's ball 1. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. The 2-1 home. Down the third baseline. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third. Oh, and he can't reel it in out there. As he arrives at second without a play, as also on the play, a run comes across to score. Here's Leonis Martin, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for.
And that's an ideal start to the inning right here. The leadoff man strokes a double, and the next guy comes up and swaps places with him, chasing his partner home. Could be a big inning.
And here's a slider, strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Set to get his evening at the plate started, Alexi Amarista. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Clearly staying away from him in this at-bat with that runner in scoring position tells me they're trying to force him to reach for something and maybe roll over on it.
Hit back toward the mound. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. And they're runners at the corners now. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. 0-1, here it comes. Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third. The next batter, Jeimer Candelario. He smacked a triple and later scored his first time around. 1 ball, no strikes to count. A fastball down near the shoe tops.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
Favorable call in there for a strike.
Full count with 2 outs now. So if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
The next 3-2. Oh, and ouch, that one drilled him. Recovery throw is not in time, and that'll go down as a painful single.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step 1, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Amarista on second. Candelario on at first with 2 down. 2 balls and a strike to the Tigers' first baseman. Missed with a slider.
He's gotten himself into a little bit of trouble out here. Middle of the order up in a run-scoring situation, and now he might have to challenge him.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Here's Miguel Sano coming into this one against Michael Fulmer. 2 hits in 7 tries.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Yeah, guys, the key to hitting in the big leagues is to hit off the heater, and this guy is obviously sitting something else.
And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now.
Oh, man, he just tied him up in knots right there.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Moving under it, Mata. He's got it one away. Here's the catcher, Wellington Castillo. He had a triple in the game yesterday, finishing 1 for 4. First pitch is a slider down low. It's 1-0. Now a soft liner to the right side. Foul.
Can't imagine he comes back with a third breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well and just missed it, fouling it away.
1-2 to the White Sox catcher.
2 straight.
1 out, nobody on. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Castellanos over to his right. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Ready now for the White Sox.
Avisail Garcia.
Trying to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. A ball and no strikes. Tapped out in front of home. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Davis has it, and it's a quick out, number 1. So with 1 away, let's give you a look at the standings in the American League's Central Division as you see where these 2 teams find themselves entering our ball game here today. A high fastball is in there.
I guess the game plan from the offensive standpoint today coming into this one was they were going to work the counts. They've been super patient at the plate in the early goings of this game, and they've got the lead looking for more.
And this one runs a little too far in. Ball 2. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Taken in by Abreu, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Riding in once again, Jim Adduci, 0 for 1 here in the early going. Popped him up. Sano has got it, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down. Next to bat will be the Cuban import, Yoan Moncada. Carries the 8th best average in the American League entering play. In tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0. Two balls and no strikes. The count to Yoan Moncada.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were 2 stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
Iglesias is up with it. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
The batter, center fielder.
Ready for another chance. Kevin Pillar. He flew out in his last at-bat. First offering on its way. A swing and a ground ball to third. And that's through for a hit. The relay, the tag, and he is out at second. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jose Pirela. He reached on a single in his first try. First pitch coming. Here it is. On the ground to the right side. Oh, what a dive to first. Not in time. That was a phenomenal stop, but it winds up a base hit, and the inning continues. Up next for Chicago, Jose Abreu, 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Grounded back up the middle. Iglesias is there. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. A man left. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Derek Norris, as we begin the top of the 4th. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0. The windup and the 0-1. Hit on the ground to third. Bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
Center fielder number 12.
Digging in to try it again, Leonis Martin. Fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1-0. The 1-0. This is pulled into right. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now.
Hey guys, that's an excellent job right there. That's a back foot slider. Usually those are kryptonite for most batters, and he's able to fight it off, keep his hands inside the baseball, and deliver a base hit.
Alexi Amarista is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. 2-0 now. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner.
Don't know for sure, but I think he may have been taking there thinking his teammate on first was going to be on the move.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. Down the first baseline, fielded by Abreu, and he'll take this over to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner moves into scoring position at second. Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. Runner in scoring position with Jugón. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. High in the air out to center field. Pilar's there. And that retires the side. Tigers lead. Digging in for his second at bat, Chris Davis started out against Michael Fulmer to begin the inning. First pitch coming, here it is. Fouled off. The windup and the 0-1. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. Davis, sometimes called Crush with a K and an H. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the mark. Oh, this is hit high and deep out to left. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. A solo shot here to left. 24 home runs for him on the season. And the White Sox are back in it. It's a 3-1 ball game.
Wow, talk about a guy getting hot, right? Hits a bomb, hit one yesterday. Usually when he gets hot, he starts to hit them in bunches, and this could be the beginning of a very, very good hot streak.
So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder Paul DeYoung as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. One and one the count now. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the away pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
Here now the 2-2. Out in front as he grounds this one to short. Right to Iglesias. On the first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out. Here's Miguel Sano. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit sharply toward the right side. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
Man, this guy's really starting to swing the stick again, D-Row. That extends his hitting streak to 9 games.
Yeah, he's leaking into 3 series right here now. 9 games, that's getting firm. He's seeing the ball well, and he's making the proper adjustments at the plate.
From the stretch. Hit sharply, but foul down the right side. The 0-1 pitch. Line towards center field. Oh, what happened? He can't make the play.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Didn't try and do too much. Fastball, middle cut, places it right back where it came from.
So here is Avisail Garcia.
And he puts it on the ground to second.
To second for one. On to Cabrera at first. It's a twin killing, and the side. Ready once again, Jeimer Candelario. He'll start off the fifth in this one. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike one. Hit out towards second. Moncada has it. And the fifth inning will start with a ground out, one away. First baseman Miguel Cabrera stands in. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. 1-0 the count. This pitch is popped up, and this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. In there at the letters, 1-2 now.
Yeah, right there, it's tough to be able to dive out over the plate. I know it's a pitch people think you can get to, but after you're pounded in twice, that ball looks like a foot outside.
3-1 our score as we play inning number 5. Hit hard on the ground to second. Moncada gloves it. Throw on to first will take care of Cabrera for the second out. Nick Castellanos now. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. Here's the first pitch to him. And that one right down Main Street. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And that slider's almost in the dirt. 3 runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the Tigers. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
You know, we haven't seen that pitch from him in a while, but it looks like he's got pretty good feel for it. If he's going to pick and choose when he's going to use it, he could steal some strikes that way.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Frozen for strike 3, and that retires the side. Down in order go the Tigers. Coming to the plate now, Yoan Moncada. He'll start things out in the home half of inning number 5.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Back to the top of the White Sox lineup now, and stepping in, Kevin Pillar. A hit in 2 tries so far. Push to the right side, and this will get taken in at first for the second out of the inning. Digging in once again, Jose Pirela, already 2 for 2. We'll look to add on right here. First offering on its way. Line toward the alley in left center, and this is into the gap for his 3rd hit of the night, and it'll be good for extra bases. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone. So a 2-out double here gives him some new life here in this 5th inning. And as you can see there on the team leaderboard, he's currently pacing the club here as we approach the midway point of the season. He's set, and the pitch. Swing and a flare hit toward right. Castellanos is over. No trouble with this one, and the inning. And that'll bring up Mikey Mata. First pitch on its way. There's a line drive out toward the gap in right center. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
There's no question he's been struggling at the dish lately, trying to do anything to get himself going. So he's got to feel pretty good after that double. Not to take anything.
So now the White Sox manager will slowly make his way toward the mound, and it changes. He's ready. Here's the first offering, and he fouls this one off. Swing and a line drive. And this is going to be a fair ball as it'll head to the corner. Mata rounds third and is digging for the plate. He'll score easily as they push their lead to 3 now. The catcher Derek Norris is in. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Back goes Garcia to the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Digging in and looking for more, Leonis Martin. He's 1 for 2 in this one. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. 1-0 pitch on the way. Smoked on the ground left side. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. Digging in, Alexi Amarista. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Jugón is there, and the inning is over. Here's Chris Davis now. Due up are the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at bats.
No balls and a strike to count. Now the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Back-to-back breaking balls. He just missed that one right there, fouling it away. Do not expect a third.
Hit down the line at first. Cabrera's got it, and a step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Ready for another shot now. Paul DeYoung, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Sliders in for a strike.
Boys, we see the pitch count. It's hard to remember the last time we saw a guy pitch this efficiently.
Yeah, Matt, it's incredible to watch him go after guys. He's forcing a lot of early contact, and they haven't done a whole lot with the balls they put in play against him.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit in the air down the right field line. And foul. Skied into straightaway right. Castellanos is camped under this one. 2 gone. Striding in, Miguel Sano. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Sano will head for second. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Just goes to show you, if you're going to throw that 2-seam fastball away, which I don't think is the best pitch anyway, you better start that thing out of the zone and let it work its way back to the corner. With this one, it started out on the corner, so it leaked back right over the heart of the plate and got whacked.
Here's the catcher, Wellington Castillo. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. The 0-1. Now here's a bouncing ball headed for Iglesias at short. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Jose Iglesias. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Missed with a slider. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Grounded, foul.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Out in front here is this one scorched foul to the left. 1-2. Here it comes. Missed with a breaking ball.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Jose Iglesias retired to start out the 7th. Jeimer Candelario is at the plate now as he looks at strike 1. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Well hit to right, but a foul ball. And strike 3 called on the outside corner. He's earned the right to live out there with the fastballs as that's out number 2. Digging in once again, Miguel Cabrera. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. We're in the 7th now. 4-1 our score to this point. Good cut that time by Cabrera, but he couldn't come up with it. It's 0-2.
In today's game, if you're not disciplined for striking out, why would you change your approach with 2 strikes right here? Expect this guy to try and drive the baseball right here.
The 0-2 once more. Rounded down the third baseline, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but
a swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. So here is Avisaíl Garcia.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Some action now in the Tigers bullpen as they'll get a left-hander and a right-hander up to throw. Popped him up. Cabrera on the move. 1 down. Riding in once again, Yoán Moncada. He was a ground-out victim last time up. First offering on its way. Liner toward right center. And a dive, but he comes up empty, and this is big trouble now out in right center. Around second now and headed for third. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
Of course they feel good about the triple, but I know how managers thinking. He's in the dugout wishing that triple would have come when some guys were on base. They've left a lot of guys out there in this one. We'll see if his teammate can bring him home.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Heading out towards shallow right. Castellanos has it in his tracks. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And he is safe at the plate as he's across to make this a 4-2 game now.
Great work to do a job right there. He's not a big power bat, so he was looking to get a fly ball to the outfield and give his guy at third a chance.
Ready for another shot now. Jose Pirela trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. And he got him out in front that time. Strike 1.
I know it goes without saying, but the best pitch in baseball is getting ahead with a first pitch strike. That's why this guy's been able to stay in this game. Pounding the zone.
Now here's a shot out toward the gap in right center. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And he'll pull into second with his 4th hit of the ball game.
Hey, that's nice execution right there. Swung through the first slider, got it again, stayed tall, kept his hands back, didn't try and do too much, and delivered a nice base hit.
So here's the slugging first baseman Jose Abreu now. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here's the pitch. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
This is one of those classic cases of the right guy at the right spot. They need to get a rally going, and this is maybe their best hitter, so he's the right guy in the right spot for this team right now.
Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. The 1-2. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And that's through into left field for a base hit. And the runner at third will put the brakes on here as they didn't want to chance it even with 2 outs.
He looked a little bit out in front right there, but he's able to pull that ground ball through the whole first single.
Now here comes Ron Gardenhire up out of the dugout. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. Warwick Southbold trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1.
Looked like he just tried to do too much with that fastball right there. He overthrew it a little bit. That's pretty much the case when you airmail a fastball like that.
That swung on and missed. We're even at 1-1.
He's going to step out of the box, adjust his bat and gloves, and pray he gets the exact same pitch as that one, because if it comes again, we like to refer to that one in the biz as a cement mixer.
And here's a fastball, not close, as he runs it to 2-1 now. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Couldn't be a whole lot better situation to hit it now. 3-1, 2 on. He's got to be thinking he's going to get a pitch he can drive right here.
Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And as is heard on television all throughout Chicagoland, you can put it on the board. Yes! A 3-run shot down the line in left. His second home run of the game as they will take the lead here. It's now a 5-4 ball game.
Yeah, that was solid strategy going with the right-handed reliever there. Looking for the right-on-right advantage, but he took that strategy and blasted it into the outfield stands. Down the bump, just didn't execute the pitch he wanted.
So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder, Paul DeYoung. Yes, he'll send a ground ball down to third. And the throw to first is in time, but the damage has been done as the side is retired. Nick Castellanos now. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck outside last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
0-1 count and the pitch. A fastball that finds the outside corner. And a curveball that started low and broke lower. Ball 1.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
After 2 breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Hits this one hard the other way. Moncada fields it cleanly. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Digging in and looking for more, Mikey Mata. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. And this is off the corner and low. Ball 1. 4 runs, 7 hits, and no errors in the ball game for the Tigers. A ball and a strike now. The 1-1 pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2.
Watching him on the mound, I'm really impressed with what he's doing right now. He's been really aggressive and confident over the last couple of innings.
Davis will drift over to his right a few steps as he takes it for the second out. Ready once again, Jim Adduci. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1.
Pretty good slider out of him right there. That pitch is definitely a big reason why he's pitching so effectively right now.
Behind 0-2 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit sharply on the ground. Moncada has it. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. And the deficit holds.
And leading off for the White Sox, third baseman, Miguel Canal.
First delivery to him on the way. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. So 1-1 home. Misses. Ball 2. The 2-1. Line toward the gap in left center. And that's a base hit, so a chance for some important insurance here to kick off the bottom of the 8th. The tag, and he's nabbed, trying for 2.
Up next for the White Sox, catcher.
Ready for another chance? Wellington Castillo. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. First pitch on its way. Oh, what a pitch to start the at-bat there. It's 0-1.
Ugly swing right there. That pitch wasn't even close, and he offered at it. I'm not sure right now if I'm the pitcher. You could probably throw anything you want up there, and this guy's going to swing at it.
And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. Ready now for the White Sox, Avisail Garcia. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Here's the first pitch to him. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Castillo, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. A swinging bunt to the mound. And he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out. Next to bat will be the Cuban import, Yoan Moncada, trying to add some padding to their lead in the form of that run standing out there at second base. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Nowhere close with the fastball to begin the at-bat. It's ball 1. And that's high and away, and the count goes to 2-0.
Well, he's got a base open to use right here, and it looks like he might not be afraid to do that by the way he's pitching it.
The 2-0. Grounder down the line at third. And this gets right through him, and that may be a run. And now they've got the runner caught in the hot box as he thought about going home. And he is out at the plate, trying to extend the lead to 2. Instead, he's... The hustle and bustle of downtown Chi-Town. Welcome back to Guaranteed Rate Field and baseball on the show. Catcher Derek Norris is in. And to start out the inning, it looks like they've decided to stick with the same reliever out there, Dan.
They have, Matt. I think the way he pitched the last inning kind of inspired that. But it's not uncommon for relief pitchers to have troubles after they sit and watch them.
Luis Avilan takes the ball here as he'll enter with a runner at first and nobody out. He's set. Here it comes. Now a bunt attempt here. And good hustle to get over and tag him for the out.
Sacrifice was in order right there as he gets the bunt down right there. And sometimes it's easier to just tag him instead of making that throw to first base.
Got him to reach for it there as this is grounded to short. And that's through for a base hit. And that's going to score the tying run from second. We're even now at 5-5. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jose Iglesias. There's one away. The runner at first represents the potential go-ahead score. Double play is in order, however. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Hey, I'm a little shocked right there. Double play situation. He doesn't go with the sinker. He goes with the ordinary fastball in that situation.
Pilar comes on now and makes the catch in shallow center for round number 2. The next batter, Jeimer Candelario. There are 2 gone and the possible go-ahead run at first. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Right side, hit hard. And that's in there for a base hit, his 3rd hit of the game. And that's going to move that go-ahead run to second now with 2 gone.
First game of a new series, and he's already sitting on 3 knocks right now. The pitching staff might have to make an adjustment going forward.
Hit down the third base line. This is foul for the first strike. Camarista at second. Candelario at first. 2 out in the inning. In there, and he's in control. 0-2 now. Now the 0-2 pitch. And that one just missed outside.
Well, all of the umpires in the seats thought that was strike three, and they weren't far off, but I think that was a good call. Looked to be just a bit outside.
Again, another foul ball.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think, if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
And the throw is in time. It's a strikeout. Shane Green comes on to work now, and he's their usual closer, but this is obviously not a save opportunity.
Yeah, this is all about just getting him some work, guys. He hasn't had a chance to come in and close the game out for several days now, so they're just hoping they can keep him sharp and give him the chance to pitch in a real game situation here.
Hey, if I'm on the mound right now and I get a swing and miss like that, I'm bouncing it even further, throwing it even higher. I might pick up the rosin bag and throw that and see if I can get a swing and a miss.
Hit on the ground out to short. Great effort on the dive, but it's through into left.
Hey, that's a nice piece of hitting right there to put the winning run on base. Interesting here, this is where you play a little bit of manager. It's an AL game. Let's see if he employs a little National League style. Maybe ask the guy to bunt and move the runner up right here. I don't think so, though. American League, it's nasty. You're trying to drive something in a gap or over a wall.
The 0-1. A little bouncer. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now. Now the 0-2 pitch. And a wild pitch here as this one's to the backstop. And a huge mistake as that's going to move the winning run into scoring position.
Well, when you throw a breaking ball in the dirt, that's the danger. You have to trust your catcher, but this one skips away, and the open base takes the double opportunity away with it. Might prove to be costly.
Swing and a miss got him reaching. Throw goes over to third, and he will get there at first, so he reaches on the drop third strike. Digging in to try it again, Jose Abreu. Head-to-head battles with Shane Green. He's 4 for 13. He also has 1 home run. Here's the first pitch. Bouncer down the line, but it gets fouled. Possible winning run on second. No one out. Got him out on his front foot. It's 0-2. Green, a native Floridian. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
Hey, I think if you ask this guy honestly how his season's gone so far, he'd tell you he's not happy with it. It's been kind of an average year for him, but he has time to get hot and make that salary push.
Now the 1-2 pitch. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Here's the 2-2 pitch. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Well, no doubt in my mind, this has been the at-bat of the night so far.
Ball 4, and that will move the winning run over to third base now, just 90 feet away.
2 ways to look at this walk. If you're the hitting coach, you say, that's a great AB. Down 0-2, you work the walk, but if you're a pitcher like me, that's just a case of letting a guy off the hook, and that can really frustrate you.
Here's the first pitch. That's up the middle, past the drawn-in infield, into center. It's a base hit. And the good guys are going to walk off as winners. He hits.
Always great when a game really comes down to the 9th inning like it did here. They had a chance to walk it off and send their fans home happy, and that's exactly what they did. Lots of smiles around here right now.
the lineup was clicking for him in this contest, and the man you see there was a major contributor. For that, he's the top player of the game.
Yeah, he delivered with runners in scoring position a couple of times in this one. Finished with 5 RBIs, and that was obviously a huge factor in them claiming the victory here.
And tonight's one-run game comes to an end, 6-5 the final. The Chicago White Sox smash the ball all over the yard en route to collect.